Balance training is critical for everyone, but especially as we get older. I'm 55, and if I'm honest with myself, I don't have the level of balance that I did 10 years, 15, 20 years ago. So working on balance at any age is critical, but it becomes non-negotiable as we get older, especially if you want to age in place and be safe at home. The first thing to remember about improving your balance is there's nothing that makes your balance better than strength. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Ed Dubu, physical therapist from Integrated Physical Therapy in Bellingham, Washington. When it comes to balance, there are two main things to consider. When we're first learning how to walk, we understand that until the baby can develop a little bit more strength and stability, they're going to have trouble walking. But at the other end of the spectrum, if we're not continuing to do weight training as we get into our 60s, 70s, and 80s, walking becomes challenging also because of strength, and with the lack of strength, it's going to affect our balance negatively. So if you're having issues with your balance and you're not already on a strength training program, you've got to start. I'll put a link right up here to a simple video that can get you started. Also here, I just wrote a book, 10 Minutes of Strength Training for Seniors. You can get it on Amazon, and it basically contains 40 different exercises that you can do safely at home with no equipment. But we do need to start strengthening as soon as possible. When it comes to balance, there are two main factors to consider: static balance and dynamic balance. Static balance, like the name implies, is when you're leg out to the side and maintaining your balance, either with your feet together or maybe you're standing on a tightrope. Dynamic balance refers to when we're actually moving, nice and tall, core engaged, and that's where most of the falls occur, is when we're moving. Therefore, an effective balance training program to prevent falls has to have both static balance and dynamic balance. And we'll go over a couple of simple exercises you can do at home right now after you watch this video to improve both your static balance and your dynamic balance. Let's do it. When it comes to balance training, everyone's at a different level. The key is to find your personal entry point and then work from there. So I'll show you basic ways in which you can modify this exercise. Now for some people, even just standing statically might be a challenge. So in that situation, you would hold on. And then to work on your static balance, you would let go and see if you can maintain your balance. Closing your eyes will always make things a little bit trickier. So that's another way to challenge your balance. You just want to be on that outer edge of your balance where you're just about to lose your balance, but you can safely correct it. If standing is no problem, bring your feet together. If that becomes easy, close your eyes as your feet are together. Then what you can do is we're going to start to progress to single leg balance. Once again, hold on if you need to and lift one leg up. And let's see if you can maintain your balance. If you can, then you're going to try to put your hands on your hips. Once this starts to get easier, you want to challenge yourself. Bring your leg out to the side. Bring it in front. Bring it behind. And bring it across. Now it's common to have better balance on one leg than the other. So if you had an injury, let's say to your right leg, your knee, your ankle, maybe you don't have the strength in this side, I can almost guarantee you that your balance is going to be a little bit shakier on this side. And then this side needs to get more attention. You're going to lose your balance because of something that happens on this right side. So you might have different entry points on each side, and then you would do the same thing on the other side. So I recommend doing at least 2 minutes of static balance training every day. Link it to something that you already do. So in the morning, if you have a cup of coffee, while the coffee is brewing, stand on one leg. Set the oven timer for a couple of minutes and work on that, and basically treat yourself to a cup of coffee after you've worked on your static balance. Another place to do it is when you're brushing your teeth. You're standing there anyway brushing your teeth, you might as well work on static balance. Now working on dynamic balance is a little bit more fun than static balance, so what I recommend is find your favorite song that's 3 or 4 minutes long, hit play, and then as this song is playing, you are working on dynamic balance. I'm telling you, you will not regret working on balance on a daily basis. I'm going to show you 2 simple but effective dynamic balance exercises that you can modify based upon your level of balance. Remember, safety is paramount, so make sure that you've got something stable to hold on to. So you're going to put one foot in front of the other, almost like you're walking on a tightrope. You're going to keep your head up, nice and tall, core engaged, holding on if you need to. When you come to the end of the couch or the hallway, whatever you have, maybe you have a railing at home, but be safe. Then I want you to walk backwards while you're holding on. As that starts to get a little bit easier, hold on, but I want you to keep your eyes closed. So now my eyes are closed, but I'm holding on, so I'm safe, but I can tell you it's a lot harder to do. forward and backwards. The next progression would be not holding on and walking in tandem, nice and slow. Come to the end and then walk backwards. A common time when people lose their balance is when they hear a loud noise and they quickly turn their head, one foot catches the other, and down they go. So we're going to train this in a safe environment. As I'm doing my tandem walking, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my head as fast as I can to one way, but yet still maintain my balance. As I'm walking backwards, same thing, I'm going to turn my head to the opposite direction and I'm going to maintain my balance. Once that starts to get easy, I'm going to let go, turn my head to the right, still maintain my balance. This next one's the Grape Vine, and it's just a critical exercise to do because so many times we cross one leg over the other and down we go. So we need to get used to being able to cross our legs, but in a safe situation. I'm going to use the couch. I'm going to cross one leg behind, and then I'm going to straighten out my leg. Then in front and straighten. Behind and straighten. And then we're going to repeat it again. Behind, straighten. In front, straighten. Behind, straighten. As you feel more comfortable, try the same thing without holding on. But make sure that you've got something, if you need to hold on to. So remember, an effective balance training program must have strength training, static balance, and dynamic balance as components. All right, if you have any questions, please leave it down below. If you haven't subscribed, please do so now so you don't miss another one of my videos. Take care, be strong, and stay on your feet. See you at the next video.